Hello and welcome to Business Owners Confidential, edition 96. Don't know who to talk to? I know that feeling. Who do you talk to honestly and objectively about your business and about your career? I didn't have anyone when I was going through this. My wife, she worried about her children, their friends, their clubs. We had a nice home in a safe area close to a good school. My colleagues were either in similar jobs in other firms or were directors at mine. And my close friends were in completely different work situations and had little understanding of what my working life was actually like. And I looked so fortunate to them. I had everything. I had reached the top of the tree. So they would hardly be objective if I started talking about leaving it all behind. I needed someone who wouldn't judge me for being ungrateful or unwilling to work hard, or just someone who would listen calmly and clearly, and someone who wouldn't add their own anxiety about how we pay the mortgage and the school fees and how unfair it would be on the kids if we just upped and left. Someone unconnected who could be an impartial sounding board. And how that would have helped is that I was thinking it's either or. I either stay or I walk out and go. And that made the decision feel massive. It was overwhelming. It was irreversible. And it was guaranteed to shake the whole family, the whole bedrock of everything that we had built, who it was my job to protect and to keep safe from exactly that kind of upheaval. So I did the pros and the cons list, but that didn't really help because I valued some things, like that six-figure salary, far higher than others, like my own happiness. And it turned out that there were aspects like my mental health that didn't get onto the list because I didn't know where they were a problem at the time. So no, I wasn't objective. I was overloaded, and I craved someone who could ask questions that would help me see through this fog and find the foundations and the facts in all of that swirl. And recently I spoke to a man who was in a similar situation, and in the 45 minutes on that call he understood what he wanted and he made a clear decision on how to move forward, and he's not going to throw it up in the air either. He doesn't need to. I didn't offer to coach him and he hasn't become a client. But we did have that call and he got that objective person to speak to. So I'd like to offer that gift to you. A calm, impartial conversation with someone, with me, who's been there. And I've made it out the other side. And I've set aside 5 slots every week so you can talk openly without fear of being judged. I won't try and sell you coaching. There is no agenda beyond helping you to get clarity on your situation. It's not indulgent to talk about how you feel. It's essential self-leadership. Your situation isn't your fault. It isn't right or wrong, good or bad. Sometimes we just need an ear to vent and to relieve that angst so that we can see more clearly. I would have loved that back when I was in this place myself. Book a call. The link is in the description to this video. If that feels like too big of a next step, send me a message. hello@neillawsoncoaching.com. Hunt me down on LinkedIn or Facebook. Tell me what's on your mind. I'll read every word and I'll respond with my thoughts. No pressure, just support. You're not on your own. Don't sit with this and swirl in your head on your own. You won't find the answer there. Get some help. If you'd like that to be me, I'd be delighted. See you next time.